Somebody told me I would make a good teacher. It's really weird, you know. I think a lot of people have that feeling that in their lives, that people see in you what you don't see in yourself. This is not something I look forward to. It's something that's been in my blood for my whole life. It's something I've done for my whole life. But I'm not going to quit this June, but the following June, I'm going to hang it up. And I'm going to stay active in teaching and helping and doing things. And I have a book that I hope gets published so I can circulate around and talk to people and have a wider audience as a teacher. My book is called No More Chairs. It's not, we're just in the first stages of this. The story of No More Chairs is basically having to do with a birthday party. And the genesis of this, me telling the story to my students, is the fact that we always celebrate Martin Luther King Day, and we talk about the Civil Rights Movement, we talk about the March on Washington, we talk about Selma, we talk about all the things that are connected to that, the letters to Birmingham jail. And I was thinking, how do I connect the kids? They think that's external. How do I connect that? So I said, okay, I have a story to tell you. Basically, my friend Archie and I were invited to a birthday party. Archie was African American, and we went to the birthday party, and the mother opened the door of the boy whose birthday party was being celebrated, and she said, I could go in, but Archie couldn't. And I said, why? And she said, because there are no more chairs. And so I said, well, I've been in your house a lot, you have plenty of chairs, but even if you don't, I'll sit on the floor. And so then she said, no, you don't understand, there's no more chairs. And I said, oh, okay, I'll go back home, I'll get a chair and I'll bring it back. See, I was 9 years old. I didn't understand at that point the import of her words. And then she said it again, there are no more chairs, you can come in, but Archie can't. Boom, That was my first instance of watching, bias. And here my good friend was humiliated. So basically what I did is I gave her the presents and I said, we're gonna go home to my house where there are plenty of chairs. Yeah, that really stayed with me. You know why? Because it was my friend. When you have a friend, it doesn't matter who they are. You don't want people to hurt your friend. That's, again, as a teacher, you have to know what kids are emotionally going through and the import of words, what that does to you. So I told the story all the time. And then what happened was Rachel Faison, who is the daughter of Frankie Faison, who's an actor, he was in The Wire, who lives in this community, she said to me, my father says you need to write that story down. So I said, okay. And so I refined the story a little bit because it's now written down. And then I connected my own dots to my classroom because I hadn't thought about that. I thought it's just a story, we can talk about it and, have some conversation before Martin Luther King's birthday. So I said, ooh, I should have a chair here in my room as a symbol of this story so that the kids can connect to that and show that there's opportunity here. There's an opportunity for everyone, regardless of who they are. There's always a chair. And so it's important to talk to kids using symbols, I think. I think it's, the parable idea that you can learn much through a parable. And I think that the kids understand that when they look at the chair, and when we don't do what we're supposed to do, we're not accepting, we talk about that. What's that represent? And what are we doing and what's causing that? And how do we fix that here so that we can learn from that?